Welcome back. It is time for the best characters in Gigantic. We're gonna do 2 characters per class. I'm gonna do a beginner-friendly character that's strong, and then an advanced character that's strong. A character you might need to put some time into, but once you do, it's low-key overloaded. Again, we're gonna do each class, but let's start off with the range DPS. The first character that we have is HK206. Now, I do wanna say each character has different ways to build them and whatnot. This is not gonna be a build guide. If you wanna see a build guide, make sure you like so that I know you like this type of content. With this character, it's just really beginner friendly. It is awesome. His L2 can stun if you set it up to, as you see it just dazed. His L1 can cause flame on the ground and knock people back. I mean, it's insane. His R2, of course, is just to shoot. But the crazy part is this character can turn into a turret, literally, and just pop people from far. Now you have 3 types of bullets that you can do with this. As you see, I weakened him. That's one. The second one is slow, so anyone you touch with this will be slowed. And the third one is just straight up raw damage. Not only that, but this character actually is tanky. So if somebody runs up on you, it's fine. And on top of that, you get a movement speed buff if you just get out of your turret for him. Bro, I'm out. You can't see me. Not only are you tanky, not only are you fast when you get away, not only do you have insane long range and team fight ability and utility, and this character is underrated. It is so good. Look how far, look, this is insane. It's so far. It's so far. I definitely see this character getting nerfed soon. This character is insane, but maybe because not a lot of people play it. But I highly recommend this character as a range DPS because it not only is good for utility, but it's great for people who feel like they can't position well enough because they die in one shot. You're not gonna die in one shot when playing HK206. So the second character that we have is Mozu. Now, Mozu is insane for a lot of reasons, but it has it's high damage, but it also has great utility and the ability to reflect and deflect objects. So, I mean, let's just talk about it because this character is nuts. So Mozu's L2 is going to be a beam that just locks on, first of all. So now I'm slowing them, but also, as you see, I interrupted them. This means if they're charging up and you press that, you stop them from charging, you cancel them. That right there is enough reason to play Mozu anyway. No, that's nuts. Then her L1, or his L1, it's L1, I don't know if it's gender specified, but it can deflect. Look at this. Bro, it deflects. Now there's 2. Deflect will have the projectile bounce in random directions, but reflect will have the projectile bounce back to the enemy. Like, look at this. Like, bro. On top of that, the R1 gives bonus armor to the teammate. There was no teammate there, but I'll show you guys. And it's a teleport. I just like totally forgot. It's also a teleport. On top of that, the R1, as you see right here, it's like a machine gun. If you pair the R1 with the L1, now it's a deflection when you move around. Bro, what? Like, here's what I'm talking about with the armor, by the way. Look, ready? Bro, they get deflection and armor, everybody. Like, how is this character not overloaded? This character is a must. If you are good at playing this character, you will stomp, dominate, and roll over games. Seriously, this character is nuts. And I think it's also going to get a nerf eventually. But it's a great character. It's tons of fun too. Highly recommend trying them out. All right, so next up we have the melee DPS. Now the melee DPS, all of them are low-key difficult. I'm not gonna lie, they're not mega hard, but you know, they are gonna take some time. They're melee characters, you know, what do you expect? But the thing about Ramsay and the other character that I'm gonna talk about is they're actually tanky. And by that, you probably already know who the next character is. But the crazy part about these characters is that they're tanky and they do damage. Check this out. Okay, check this out. Ramsay's just ridiculous. Look at this. So we have a free dodge on L2, right? Bow. It's 6 seconds. Watch what happens when I land this bad boy, right? When you set it up to land, the cooldown reduces if you hit. Bow. It's 4 seconds. Now that's not even it. Here's the kicker. Whenever you dodge and attack, it reduces its cooldown. So check it out. Hit, attack, dash, attack. Bro, it's basically back up. That's not even half of it. He also has bonus stamina regain, and he takes less stamina when he uses. Also, look at this. He gains stamina. Let me try to waste it. He gains stamina when he presses R1. Look. This character is nasty. And he applies poison, and that's not even half of it. His L1 can deflect, and he can't be crowd controlled. So you can go in there, go nuts, go ham, do whatever you want, bow bow, bang bang, chicka lang lang lang, right? But then press L1, bro, you're deflecting, and you can't be controlled. See, like, what? What in the world? It's such a good character. It's such a good character, because if you learn how to really time your dashes and stuff, right? And you really just kind of go ham. If you learn to do this properly, this character is just ridiculously hard to catch. This character can chase you forever. And remember, even when he's out of stamina, I just press R1, bro, I'm chilling. And he just has a lot of bonus stamina, and like, bro, this character is nasty. Highly recommend trying him if you're looking for a melee DPS. You won't be disappointed. And again, he applies poison, so that's always a cool thing as well. All right, the next character that we have up is Wu. Wu is kind of in the same spot as Ramsay. However, Wu is insanely mobile. This character is one of those flies that you just cannot swat. And that's a problem, because not only can he fly around the map, but this dude can also pull you in like that. So all he really has to do is wait for someone to be out of position and just start Donkey Konging on him. That is insane. But let's go ahead and talk about his stuff. So his L2, he can knock somebody in the air, but then he can also press it again to fly, right? Look how far this character can go by just pressing one button. Check this out right here. So if you jump dash, you have a free dash. Look, bow, jump dash, L2, wow. Bro, what? Now check this out. That's not even the half of it. So his L2 is already strong, but check this out. Bow, bow, right? But if I do this, I reset the cooldown, we taking off again. On top of that, if you do land the grab and then press your L2, you actually get armor and deflection. Again, what? That's not even, look, that's not even the real kicker. Check this out. So I could do the same thing, look, just look, bow, bow, right? Hit him with that, boom, reset again, boom, hit him with that, press that, whiff it, boom, we got another one, we out. What? All of that. Now, you might not have all of it on reset like I do, but the thing is, when you're playing characters like this or Ramsay or something like that, like your goal a lot of the times when you're playing melee DPS is to just kind of be annoying. You're not really gonna just straight up secure 1v9 kills or anything like that, but it's just to be annoying. And these two characters are beyond annoying. But the thing that makes Wu special is just the fact that he can just grab you and pull you. That's so much. And then on top of that, heaven forbid, the Wu knows what he's doing and he knocks you back into the team. This character is so versatile and so good. Highly recommend playing this character if you want a challenge. He's harder to play than Ramsay, but once you master this character, he is a force to be reckoned with. A force to be reckoned with. All right, let's move on to the Frontliner. So these are gonna be your tanks, the people that want to kind of be in the front soaking up that damage. The first one that we have is the TheMargrave. This character is nasty. Now, let's just talk about this character. So his L2 is basically a shield. It can reflect and deflect, but it also does damage. Bro, this guy getting lit. On top of that, his L1 burns them. Bro, look at that. Now it's burning. Now on top of that, his R1, look how far this man could jump. This boy's the Hulk. You could just hop on a DPS, just be like, wow, what's up? You stun them. When you land, you get armor. Let's not even talk about if I dodge backwards and hit. Bro, I got armor now. Again? Like, dude, this guy, if he sits on you, I mean, you might as well just like drop the controller at that point. This character is really, really good at tanking. Very, very good at frontlining. And again, the fact that this character does damage is just insane. And there's a lot of cool builds that you can do with this character, but I mean, I just thought he had to be. He's very easy. He's very easy to play, very simple, very tanky. It just does damage. I mean, what more do you want from a character that's a frontliner? Okay, so the next character is Pakko. Now, Pakko I think is very underrated, but this character got some game. So one of the main reasons why Pakko is great is because he has that ability to kind of long range poke. Look, wow, get lapped, boom. And the AoE is just massive. And he can pick and choose when he wants to go in, right? Let's say I want to go in now, but I don't really feel ready, right? But they're fighting and they're shooting. That's okay. I'll just kind of hide and wait for it. But when I pick and choose my moment, that's when all H breaks loose. So not only can I charge and smack somebody, but then I can roll up into them, bow, and blow them up like that. And I can also do something even more crazy. Let's say I threw the snowball again. I'm not gonna wait for the cooldown, but let's just say I threw the snowball again. Boom, I threw it. We caught him out. He's slowed. We do that. I've got movement speed. My team has movement speed now, and we're just collapsing. Like, the fact that this character is a frontliner that also helps their team do things is insane, and I think it's invaluable. So if you're interested in a character that does damage, has some great sustain, great self-healing, great armor, this would be a great character. However, it's very tricky to play, and you're gonna have to pick and choose when you go in, because if you don't go in at the right time, you most likely are gonna get, you know, clapped up. So, but it's a great character all around for sure. Now we're moving on to the support characters. So up first, we have Xenobia. Very easy character to play, very great character to play. I mean, she kind of has a lot in her kit that I think every mage player would want, but, you know, still as a support character. All right, so let's talk about her abilities. So her L2, if you choose to, gives you a speed boost, it cracks their armor, and it also slows them. So if you're ever getting chased by anybody, an assassin that comes up and rolls up on you, that right there gives you a boost, you're out. Like, they can't catch you. On top of that, her L1, really good, like one of the best in the game. Just tap that bad boy and they go flying. On top of that, it weakens them and the players nearby. This means that if, let's say there's a team fight breaking out and you launch that, you're weakening the entire team, which means you're lowering their damage. On top of that, if you're getting chased by an assassin, again, you're lowering their damage. And they're knocking them back. They can't do anything to you. R1 is really, really good because it's such a massive field, and you can choose to apply poison. Anybody in it is slowed like crazy, and poison is applied to them. And then her R2, it heals you, and I mean, you don't even have to really hit the target, and it'll still, like, you see? It'll still connect to just do damage. It's insane. It's insane. Very easy character to play, very great utility. You don't really even have to know what you're doing for this character to work, because she's just that good. You just throw everything out and it works as intended. You don't have to time anything. And that's why I think this character is one of the better characters, not even in the support, but in the game, because she's just so straightforward to the point. Whenever you press a button, that is what's happening. That's why I think Xenobia is a great character, and you should definitely give it a try, especially because she also does damage. So the next character that we have up is Owsling or Isling. I want to say it's Isling, but I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't see the differentiation between the I and the L. But anyway, this character is just phenomenal. It's like one of the best characters in the game, in my opinion. So what she can do is she could put down basically a minion, right? Insane. Her R2, you can make it do melee, or you can have it be ranged. It heals, it gives armor to your team if you wanted to, or you can just straight up have it do damage. On top of that, check this out. I can make it block projectiles. I mean, and when I call it back, I heal, and I give me an armor buff. What is all of this nonsense? Oh, obviously you can also like move it around. I didn't even talk about that, but you can move it around as you see, and it kind of like, you know, does this thing. But like this is just insane. You are gonna have to micromanage though. That's why I feel like this character might be a little difficult. You are gonna have to micromanage, not just, you know, that, but the fact that you could just be like this far away, bro, and you could just play the game like this, it's a little nuts. It's a little nuts. But I think this character definitely needs a nerf. No, look, I'm biased. I am, but this character is really, really strong. Highly recommend giving it a try, especially if you want to play more of a healer damage type of build, kind of like a hybrid. This is a great character for you to learn, and a great character for you to learn the ropes of the game without having to put yourself in much danger. So I highly recommend trying her out as well. And with that, those are the characters that I feel are the best in the game right now, at least until patches come out. But I feel like these characters are very straightforward, very direct, and they do the job that they're supposed to do. A lot of these other characters might have weird ways to do their job, or you have to do things in a special kind of crazy order, but those characters are very impactful with how they are. Even if you're not the best player in the world, it still does its job well, and I highly, highly recommend trying them out and seeing how you feel. Let me know in the comments below if you think there should have been some honorable mentions or some characters you feel that should be in this video that wasn't. I would love to read them. Until next time, you know what I always say. Think you guys are doing what? Popping often. We'll often.